I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? Doing all right today. Um, I'm bringing you a new creation of mine, a new build, if you will. It is what I'm calling the Quality Bloodfire build. It is the character's name is Redmane Leto. Leto being a reference to Dark Souls 3. If you guys ever played that game, there's a character in Dark Souls 3 called Black Knight Leto, and he invades you in the Ring City, and he has this giant hammer, and I think that hammer might be one of my favorite weapons in Dark Souls 3. And I don't know, I just kind of thought that guy was kind of cool, and I don't ever remember a time where we actually got to meet a named Black Knight in Dark Souls ever. So I thought that was kind of cool, and he has a giant hammer, man, which is like I don't know. The Black Knights have all kinds of weapons. They have the sword, they have the great sword, they have the great axe. I think he might be the only Black Knight who has a really giant hammer. I don't know. Anyway, what's this build all about? This build uses most of the best quality weapons in the game, like the Black. I almost said Black Knight, like the like the Knight Rider glaive here. By the way, look at this combo real quick. Disgusting. You can true combo with Blood Flame Talon into most things. Anyway, this build, it focuses on a lot of quality weapons, and on top of the quality weapons and the quality stats, you just have a little bit of the blood magic that you can use. Now, the blood magic doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does build up bleed, which I don't think I ever bleed anybody in this video or on this build in general. It's mostly just a quality build for the most part, and it just has a little bit of panaz on it with the blood fire and whatnot. Blood Boon is it's alright. I haven't really found a use for it. It's good at popping bubbles. Blood Boon is actually pretty good at popping bubbles. Blood Talons is kind of the meat and potatoes of this build if you want to go with a good spell. It staggers a lot. Here's another clip of me using Blood Flame Talons to true combo into an Ash of War. Here it comes right now. Blood Flame Talons right into Sword Dance. This guy had like a ton of defense or something. He should have died there. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, so the weapons I'm using today are the Knight Rider glaive, as you've seen already. We're using the Noble Slender Sword right here. A little sword and board action with the Banished Knight Shield. I think we have some Rivers of Blood gameplay coming up soon. I know I'll probably cringe at just hearing that name, but stay with me. I have a neat trick for the Rivers of Blood. And of course, it wouldn't be a quality build if you didn't use the Claymore. I fucking love this thing. So the neat thing about the Claymore is that it actually does pierce damage, thrusting damage. So it actually gets boosted by the Spear Talisman, which I think I am using in these clips, along with a really, I think, the best Ash of War that you can put on the Claymore, Piercing Fang. Piercing Fang is insane on the Claymore, and I think I even have it getting boosted by Alexander's Shard as well. By the way, if you guys want to see all of my equipment and stuff like that, all of that will be shown at the end of the video. So stay tuned for the invasions. And if not, go ahead and skip to the end of the video where you can look at all my equipment and whatnot. So there's Piercing Fang right there. You just see me use it, but I guess I didn't need it there. So yeah, the Claymore. Look at that damage on Piercing Fang. Claymore is insane. I love the Claymore. And like I said, it does get boosted by the Spirit Talisman. I do a thing in these videos where I just like repeat myself over and over again because I keep forgetting my thought. This guy's fashion, by the way, is sick. It's too bad he's not a very good player. Get destroyed, kid. What's his name? Mad Milk? Is that what that says? Interesting. I might steal his fashion, man. This fashion is actually pretty sick. No cap. Nah, I probably won't. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, faked me out there. Another one. Another one. There we go. Sorry, I wanted to get that right. The little DJ Khaled action. The Noble Cinder Sword is actually one of the most rarest swords in the game to get. I'm actually very lucky I have one. It's such a fucking pain in the ass to farm. So something that I think needs to be said is that the ballista and the jar cannon are an invader's best friend. I actually had like a whole 2-minute clip of me harassing people with the fucking ballista, and I actually ended up killing 2 people in the Halleck Tree area, not this area, the area after this area, you know, right before Melania. I killed 2 people with the ballista, but the clip was just too long, and I don't know, I just didn't want to add it into the video. Cringe, everybody, cringe. We got some Rivers of Blood gameplay. But it's not on an arcane build, it's on a quality build, can you believe it? Yeah. So I actually want to, I want to do something with Rivers of Blood. I mostly used it for PvE on this build, just to help me get through the bosses a little easier. But I want to come up with like some kind of unique way to use Rivers of Blood, and even on this build, it is kind of in a unique setting, right? Because I don't have like a ton of decks. I have like 60, and then I have Millicent's Prosthesis, getting it boosted to 65, and then I'm popping my flask and I'm getting 75 decks. But this build doesn't really rely on decks, or arcane for that matter. It only has 20 arcane. So it's kind of crazy that Rivers of Blood still does like crazy damage. This guy, by the way, he loves pressing L2. He just loves it. He can't not press L2. Poor guy. Some more cringe Rivers of Blood here. So yeah, I might do like a whole video where I just use the Rivers of Blood on this quality build, coupled with these blood spells. By the way, I hope we get more like, I hope every class of magic and incantations, I hope they get like 2 or 3 new spells. Like, we need some more Black Flame spells. We need some more blood spells. We need all that shit. Here's why people hate the Rivers of Blood, by the way. I don't know. That video will probably be in the distant future if I do decide to do a Rivers of Blood video. I don't know. I'm making a Bloodfire Knight. This katana does fire damage, and it has blood. Like, why would I not want to use it on this build? That being said, I probably won't ever actually use it for invading outside these 2 little clips that you've seen. Unless I'm getting like super hard cringe ganked, then I might consider, you know, whipping out the old blood katana, the old discount Jikage, the old fucking shout out to Bloodborne. This clip is fun. We got some Knight Rider glaive action. This weapon is like insane, by the way. I think it actually is the best quality weapon in the game, if I'm gonna be honest with you. The fucking Knight Rider glaive. I have Giant Hunt on it, as you've seen right there, and you'll see again here soon. I launch some guy into the fucking stratosphere. I'm trying like so hard to get the combo down for this weapon right here. You know, the Blood Flame Talons and the Giant Hunt. I'm trying to do it right here, but I'm being too greedy about it. The guy ends up dying, and then this guy. So something that is very apparent in this video that's happened so many times already throughout this entire video is that when I have killed the host's friends, they just love to run away. Look at this guy. He's just taking off, man. He's out of there. You might be wondering what there's like random skips in my voice sometimes. It's because my mic randomly cuts out when I'm recording audio for fucking whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is. I couldn't tell you. It just randomly, it's like it has like an AFK thing on it, and if I'm not using it, it cuts out, but I guess the audio recording doesn't count as being AFK. It's probably because honestly there's no sound in the headphones, therefore they're just you know, They're just not they just think everything is not present. Um, this is a funny clip. I thought this boy right here was the host. Turns out he's actually not the host. Spoiler alert, I guess. Uh, some more Claymore piercing fang action. I'm thinking about other weapons to add to this build. I'm thinking about using the Banished Knight Sword. I know I already have a Claymore as a great sword, but it has a different moveset than the Claymore, and I think it's really cool. And this character is like a... well, he has his own lore, and he kind of is tied to the Banished Knights a little bit. Assuming that the Banished Knights are just knights that got banished, that is. So I'm standing here like a doofus because I'm expecting the host to Vanquish screen to pop up, and it never did. So we got 2 more people to kill. And again, this host takes off. He just runs away. It's really annoying, man. It's really annoying for video editing, especially because, like, the longer these fucking invasions last, the longer the video is, and the more I have to talk. So then I have to deal with it. And I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm doing something neat here, and I'm actually speeding up the clips where the hosts are just taking off and turning on the jets and leaving me in the dust. Just to die later. Just to face death later. That's what I don't understand. Why not just stand your ground and fight me? You're just gonna die later. You're just gonna die later. Just come and fight me. Get it over with, you know. Piercing fang, whatever. Oh, so yeah, here's a... Granted, to this guy's sort of lag right there. To this guy's credit, he did fight me a little bit, but then he puts his Bloodhound claws back on, and then he Bloodhound steps away for like an eternity. And I just don't feel like dealing with it, so I'm going to speed out the clip, and I'm going to talk through it as it's being sped up. Don't worry, guys. He stops eventually, and I kill him. I promise. We'll get him. He ran out of blue for his Bloodhound step, so then he just So right there, something to keep in mind is that the Bloodhound step got nerfed and has less frames the more you use it, so I just waited for him to use it a bunch and then I killed him. Anyway, guys, here's all my stats, equipment, all that stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys like PvP content, build making content, all that fun stuff, be sure to like and subscribe, all that stuff. I'm repeating myself. Anyway, fare thee well. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And peace out.